Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. What is going on with the Total Drama Island revival? The series was originally announced back in 2021 during that big February event where we got the announcement for shows like My Adventures with Superman, Batman Cape Crusader, The Amazing World of Gumball movie, and so on and so on. And what do you know, today is Monday, October 23rd, and we still have no indication on when this series is going to premiere. And at this point, we're kind of running out of time. We're running out of days in the year for this series to premiere on Cartoon Network this year, or rather, in my opinion, Adult Swim, as I do think that this is one of those series that will be moved to Adult Swim here in the United States, just like how we've seen with My Adventures with Superman with Unicorn Wars Eternal earlier this year. And in all honesty, I'm kind of just tired of being in this situation where year after year after year, it's always with a new show that's coming out on Cartoon Network that we have it slated for a certain release date, a certain release window, and then we're kind of just waiting, wondering when is it going to come, and we just run out of days in the year. And I'm specifically talking about Unicorn Wars Eternal because that happened not only once with that series but twice with that show. It was supposed to come out in 2021. We ran out of time in 2021, so then we all presumed, okay, it's coming in 2022. Then the same thing happened again. We ran out of days in the year, and it finally premiered, as we know, this year in 2023. We even had a few years back with We Baby Bears. It was supposed to premiere, I believe, in August of 2021. We actually had a release date that they announced a few weeks or a month or so prior, and then all of a sudden they delayed it to January 1st of 2022. And so I'm kind of just, tired of them being so, I don't know if you want to call it indecisive with their release dates or release windows, but they're not hitting them. And it's like, I get that sometimes things take a little more time to develop, but when it happens time after time after time with this one particular brand being Cartoon Network or Warner Brothers Discovery, to me that just spells that there's some issues going on behind the scenes. And you might be saying to yourself, hey, DC Network, if this Total Drama Island revival needs some more time to be developed, then let them have it so it's the best that it could possibly be. And while I would agree with that sentiment, here's the thing with Total Drama Island, which is the big reason why I'm making this video, is it's been out since April of this year in other parts of the world. I believe it came out in Italy earlier this year, and it came out in other parts of the world as well. And if you want to look up online the entire structure of the season as to, who gets eliminated the first episode, the second, and who wins the entire thing, you can do that. You've been able to do that since April of this year because the show is out. And if you currently go to Canada right now, or if you live in Canada, the show is premiering there. It started on October 21st, and it's going to be airing brand new episodes weekly until December 2nd. So it's like, I just really don't understand what is going on with this show, that it's been premiering throughout different parts of the world since April of this year. It's currently premiering in Canada, so you can't say that the English dub is not done for it, because obviously the Canada dub is done in English. That means that the United States would be getting the same exact dub for the show. So it's, again, back to the question of what is going on with this series. I really don't understand. It feels to me like they're just holding the series just to hold it. Maybe in their minds they're like, oh, we have the Heroic Quest of the Valiant Prince Ivandoe coming out on November 11th. We can't have Total Drama premiere around the same time. And if that's the logic behind it, I will just be the first person to tell you that that is a stupid way to think. It doesn't matter if you have two shows ongoing at the same time, because guess what? That's kind of how the industry used to be. The industry used to have all the shows premiere in the fall, and then they would end all in the spring, and you'd have a hiatus period of the summer. And while broadcast TV still does do that, the cable networks such as Cartoon Network, they don't do that anymore. So I genuinely am curious why this show hasn't premiered this year, and in all honesty, why it's not going to premiere this year, because like I said, we're kind of running out of days in the year, and they announced that Prince Ivandoe is coming out on November 11th about a month or two ago. So with that logic, if they're going to do the same amount of, leeway for the announcement of Total Drama Island until the premiere, so let's say they announce it today, it's not going to come out for 2 months, so you're looking at December, January. Again, we're running out of time this year. It is not coming this year, at least in my opinion. If it does come this year, hey, I'll be shocked, and they're going to do a last minute drop on us then, because like I said, they haven't announced it, they haven't said anything thus far about it, and it just brings me back to the question of what is going on with this show. I'd love for someone from Cartoon Network or Warner Brothers Discovery to communicate with us what is going on with this show, which is another thing that I've had this problem with Cartoon Network for the better part of the past decade. They, for a while, have just not not communicated with the viewers, with us, the fans, as to what is going on with various shows. From back in 2014 with Ben 10 Omniverse disappearing from February all the way until the fall of the year 2014, with the Steven Universe, what do they call them, Steven bombs or something like that, where we would get a bunch of episodes over the span of a week or two, and then we would see nothing for months. Same thing with the Adventure Time finale. I remember making videos on this channel. You can look back through my videos. I remember month after month after month, or weeks after weeks after weeks, I'd be making videos saying, where is this finale? What is happening? Because again, they didn't communicate to us what is happening with it. I could go on and on and on with the regular show, with The Amazing World of Gumball, and the situation we're having now with that. The Amazing World of Gumball hasn't aired a new episode since the summer of 2019. There is a movie that was announced and confirmed to be coming along with a sequel / spin-off show, and we currently don't know what's happening with those because we've heard rumors that the movie was being canceled at Warner Brothers Discovery. So it's just a lack of communication that's been going on for the better part of a decade with Cartoon Network, and in all honesty, I'm a bit sick of it, because it's just like, I get it, you have to keep some of your cards close to your chest, you can't be telling us everything that's going on, but when you have a show or a movie that is supposed to come out at a certain point in time, and that point in time arrives and you just don't say anything about it, that's just a bad look to me. Like, one example I'll make before signing off for this video is the gaming industry. That doesn't really happen all that often, if at all, in the gaming industry. Like, if you give a release date or a release window for a video game and you're approaching that date or that time frame that you gave to people of when this is going to be able to be played, pretty much every company will come out and say, hey, it's been delayed till the next year, it's been delayed till 2024, 2025. No one really just sits there and says nothing about where their game is, because people want to know, when can we play this thing, when can we watch this show? But for some reason, the past decade plus, the issue with Warner Brothers Discovery has been, at the time even Warner Media, because this is beyond Warner Brothers Discovery, this is just a Cartoon Network Warner Brothers problem. It doesn't matter who's running the ship. They've just been terrible at communicating as to what is going on, and in all honesty, that's the way, in my opinion, you make fans lose interest in your properties. That's definitely not the way you're gaining more viewers, gaining more fans of your series. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all of this. What do you guys think is happening with the Total Drama Island revival? Why has it been premiering throughout the rest of the world since April, but we still have no announcement about when it's coming here in the United States? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.